Going to open the handle of that door, walk through the door, and close it behind us on the other side into the place we need to see today. 3. Putting our hand on that handle and opening the door. 2. Walking through the door into the other side and closing it behind us. And 1. Be there now. What do you see or sense around you?
It's a crystal city with lots of little space, crafty, shuffly things zipping about everywhere. Flying craft, beautiful, tall, crystal buildings, shining. Everything's very white and crystalline and pastely, violety, violets, pink, very delicate crystal colours. Very beautiful, surprisingly busy.
Do you sense that you have a physical body as you connect in with the space?
Yes, I'm dressed in a beautiful sort of shining chiffony robe. Dandly things on my feet. And hair, I think I'm a female. Long hair, long blonde hair. Seems to be walking down towards the city in the green area.
Do you sense that you are younger or older?
Not young, like middle, good. But timeless, really. Like time doesn't really matter, but I think, a young body, but possibly hundreds of years old.
Yes. So do you feel that you are of good health?
Yes, yeah, radiant. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you wearing any jewellery?
Yes, I think I have some crystal, not heavy, some sort of insignia. The word insignia is coming, but like a sort of amulets or sacred things around my neck. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Beautiful. What are they made
I'm
of?
not quite sure. Um, it's, it's almost just like a rope, sort of a substance with something like some sort of new, I think there's something that it's either stone or like a new stone or a new metal. I don't quite know it's not, but it's something very resonant stone. Yeah.
I want you to imagine that you have a mirror, a magic mirror, that you hold up in front of your face. So can you describe a bit more about what you look like? You said you have long blonde hair.
Yeah, quite tall, just very beautiful, fit, strong body. The clothing's very light. It doesn't show that you're naked underneath, but it virtually does. It's very light. It's sort of like it's just like I think it's got a belt sort of thing around the waist, and flowing sleeves, and I think actually I might have around my forehead some sort of crowny jewellery thing across my forehead that feels very priestess, very priestess.
What colour eyes do you have?
Blue, aquamarine blue, blue, clear blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What is your plan today as you walk down these steps?
To go to the sea. It's to come in, I don't know what that means. So to go to the sea, to go to the beach. So I'm walking down through these little pathways that take me down again through the forest and down into the city area more. And
are you on your own?
I'm on my own, yeah. And then at the bottom of the hill, there's a craft there. I don't know whether I summon it or it's been waiting for me. Must be my craft. And I get on it and I say, with the ocean, and it takes them to the ocean. And it arrives and I get off and out, or it dematerializes, I'm not quite sure which. And I'm walking on the beach, and as I get to the beach, there's a whole crowd of people. It's like a party. It's like these are my people. It's like they're laughing and they're gathered sort of in a circle on the beach, but it's not a ritual circle yet. It's just like it's the moment before it moves into a ritual. It's like they just arrived and everybody's laughing and greeting each other, and it's very joyous, very clear, very clean, very laughing, so much love. And I'm thrilled. I see them in the distance and I see them there and I go, oh, there they all are. And it's quite a big crowd. It's like about 30, like it's about 30 people. And yes, they seem to be coming and they arrive, and little young sort of teenagey, the short sort of perhaps early 20s one runs up and hugs me and greets me and walks with me. She's like a daughter, sort of. I don't think she is my daughter, but she's like my spiritual daughter, or perhaps a spiritual. And we walk together, our arms around each other, and we arrive into the circle, and everybody's there, and everybody's happy, and it's like my arrival has done something. So I'm wondering actually if perhaps I'm the leader, or perhaps the elder. I could just be the last person. No, it feels like there's just a deferral, or just like, oh,
Yes.
she's arrived, and so everybody, it's all ages of people there. So it's like just a very beautiful, silent, beautiful, subtle shift from the laughing and the love and nothing is lost back into a sort of a circle. And then, oh my God, and then it's like somebody starts to walk a spiral. I don't know, there might be a word, like perhaps I say proceed, or perhaps I do a chant or something, and then somebody from the other side starts to lead, and it's like they spiral, the circle moves in don't know if they're holding hands necessarily, but they're moving in to create a spiral. And somehow I'm on the end of the spiral. Or no, I think I'm holding space actually. I think me and there's 2 or 3 people with me behind me. They're like the team, and the spiral is created on the beach, and it's like we're just, once it's created, it's like once it's in form, it's like a snail. It's like a full spiral. They've formed. They don't walk through the spiral. It's like they walk into the spiral shape, and then they hold it, and then it's like we're waiting to receive some energy, and it's like we're just waiting, and at this particular moment, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a shaft of light, like a shaft of energy comes through us or comes into us, and it's so subtle. It's not necessarily that you would even see it. So it's very, very subtle, and it comes down, but it's like we've been holding the spiral, and we've been anchoring that spiral, and everybody is receiving it, and it goes through the bodies. It goes through all the bodies from head to toe, and the bodies they become illuminated, and for a moment all the bodies are just slightly golden and lighter.
Beautiful.
And like a translucence that's like it just enters everybody with this golden ray, and it's like they just hold it there. Everything is still as they receive. We all receive. And it's something to do with this spiral, like something to do with us having to hold this shape, the universe or whatever, to anchor the energies coming in and to receive them fully. And when we receive them fully, and it's a bit of a timeless moment now, as it just becomes truly timeless. It's like everything dissolves. Like some people might feel they've been standing there for an hour, or others might feel they've been there for 1 minute, others might feel they've been standing there for a day. It's just like everybody moves deeply into their own process of receiving this light. And it just seems, I don't know if I'm creating it though, but anyway, it just seems that one by one people just melt away out of the spiral. So they just, if they need to go and lie down or sit down, or it just feels that they do that. But the spiral imprint is somehow left. Now it's turning blue. Spiral imprint with people, some people still in it. Now it's sort of turning an aquamarine colour of Mother God, aquamarine blue. And it's going through all of us. That's cleansing through all of us.
Do you have a sense of the greater purpose of this experience, or what if it's happening for these people?
I'm wondering if it's either the solar flash or the ascension process.
Right. Yes.
It might be the receiving of the flesh, or the final, the strongest flesh, when it comes. It's because whereas others on other planets and might be at home sleeping when they receive this, or they may need to go to sleep for several days, whereas these people are so highly tuned that they can integrate it just as is.
Right.
They're waiting, they're integrating, and also by their integrating, it feels like they're anchoring it for other planets. I'm not sure that this is another planet. I mean, I'm wondering, I don't know, my only association with crystal cities is visiting one in a meditation, and it was above the earth.
Yes.
So we have crystal cities above us. And it could be that these are the higher crystal beings,
yes,
assisting to anchor this process on the higher dimensions for the earth. Certainly they're doing it on behalf of the whole world they live in, their whole city. They're doing it on behalf of that. But it feels like by holding this ritual structure, they're doing it for the galaxy,
yes, yes.
Everything. They're just assisting to anchor it. And as I say,
And are you sensing that this is an aspect of Sylvia that you're experiencing?
Yes. This woman holding it in the team, part of this team who are holding it. That is an aspect of me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do is move you forward or backwards to another important time in that life, parallel life, or whatever dimensional reality it is, to see what else we can learn that's important. So I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1 and move you through space and time to another important moment. 3, travelling there now. 2, almost there. And 1, be there now. Tell me what you see, experience.
So now we're on a very high green hill, almost like where I felt I was coming down from before. So it may be a specific sacred space. It's very high, it's very green. We're in the group again. We're in formation again. Could even possibly be the spiral formation. Again, we're definitely in a circle. We're gathered on this amazing Avalon-like green, beautiful hill mound, vibrant green, and it's like we're anchoring and holding space, something for a ritual of some sort. And now, as we do that, this beautiful craft appears in the sky, a big, not mothership size, but it's going to come down in the middle of this circle that we've created. So there may be more than 30 of us this day. It may be a larger group. And this ship comes down, glittering and beautiful and gorgeous. And it lands, and the doors open, and we are and the crew comes out, and we are running towards them with love and laughter. I think these are our beloveds that have been working off planet and who we haven't seen for a while. And I think they are coming. They have done their work and they are coming. The word Pleiadian is coming.
Yes.
Now sort of this, yeah.
So is this the future from the the other one.
Yes, it's after.
Yes.
It's a later date than
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Than the other one, but not too far. Not years and years and years. Just
Yes.
like months or
Right. Moments.
years. Just sometime after that event, which did the anchoring and was this very important event. Sort of, it doesn't feel important in the 3D sense because they don't make a fuss about that sort of stuff. But it was held as an important event, and this too is an important event. But it just has when the ship arrives and these people come out, and I am meeting my beloved partner, my beloved, beautiful, tall, blonde person like me.
Yes.
Rushes out and embraces me, and like he has been one of the leaders on the ship, and it's he's back and he's safe, and just a wonderful. And all I think it might be lots of the partners, perhaps the male partners of the priestesses, perhaps are returning.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, so, and it's very joyous, and the kids are running around, and yeah, it's very beautiful and joyous and laughing and free, lots of laughter, and just a sense of, wow, we did it.
Celebration.
Yeah, we did it. We fought, we saved the galaxy, and now we're home, and now we're home, and now we can just, hang out and have a break for a while, but it's so excited, it's so deeply excited and so deeply thrilled. It is. It's like this new, like something amazing has been achieved, something really amazing has been achieved. And everything is new and clear and safe and healthy, and our planet, our city is going to really benefit as well, even though, these energies that we've been putting out have been helping others, in other planets, like looking for Earth. But we also are going to benefit from this rays, and are benefiting from this amazing, spiking, radiant, brilliant, diamond energy that's just everywhere now. This beautiful energy. Yeah.
So do you sense that you're going to be living in that crystal city now, or going off in is the spaceship like a meaning that you're not at home, or that there's a collaboration?
No, the spaceship's just one of our crafts. It's just returning. I don't know why it's on that hill. Perhaps it's just we're one group in the city that's all.
Yes.
Perhaps there are lots of hills all over the city having the same experience, and there are a lot of people, But no, yeah, we're just walking down the hill now, arm in arm. It's just like, it's just like, but the whole city is different. It was always pretty shiny and beautiful, but now it's got this really amazing sort of glitter all over it. It's like it's definitely gone up a dimension, it's
beautiful.
It's definitely gone up, yeah, in its frequency. And so it's almost like, we are. It's almost like, let's go and see what our new life in the city is going to look like. It's like, it's different. Everything's different, and we're different. So, different things are going to. So it's almost like we're not living in the same city, even though it is the same city.
Yes, it's at the,
but it's gone up a whole different dimension. So it's fascinating to explore. What it's
going to be like.
Yeah.
So now I want you to close this scene, and in a moment I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1, And I want you to travel through time and space to another important day in this parallel lifetime that we are viewing, that we need to see today, where something important is happening. 3, traveling now. 2, almost there. And 1, be there now. Allow yourself to integrate and connect. Use all of your senses. What do you see or experience?
Just seeing the colour violet, and I did feel like I or someone was possibly in a coffin or in a like just a position. The word stasis is coming.
Yes.
So whether I'm choosing to go into stasis, oh my God, is this my stasis being? Oh my God.
You will view this scene as if you're watching a movie.
Oh God, no. Anyway, I just think we might have to ask my higher self that one.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so it's like I'm going into a chamber, a state. Can't describe it. It's like purple, but it could be light. It could be smoke. It doesn't. It's not necessarily sealed, but it could also be a pod, a very clear, translucent pod.
Yes.
And I'm going into this stasis and just going into a rest, into an unconscious state. And I thought at first that, am I dying? Because it reminded me of that Arcturian life. But no, it's not. It's more consciously stepping out of this body and going into another one, so that I can go into another one somewhere else in the galaxy. Yeah. So this body is preserved, and this body is just preserved. It's actually sleeping.
Yes.
But so I can go and be in another body. Yeah.
So can you look around and see, are there other pods as well?
Yeah.
Yes. And are a lot of people doing this? Yes. Okay.
We're all coming to Earth to help.
Beautiful.
And
so is this you coming to Earth? Is that where you're going to go? Yes.
I'm just assuming that, but is it anywhere else? Where am I going? Yeah, I'm almost wondering if this scene is in the past compared to the other two.
Yes.
But I think that's just my logical mind.
It does happen. It does happen.
Make it linear, but it feels like it might have been in the past, and yeah, quite emotional.
Yes. So we're just calling in the higher self to help regulate your breathing.
Yeah, so it's just like we're going, it's very blissful. We've made the decision. I'm safe. It's nothing. It's fine. And I'm just going to go and be born. And yes, I'm going to be born on Earth as a crystal being, as a crystal child. And then I can help in the best way that I can. Yeah.
Yes.
And so, yeah, and so that's my other self. And I just find it fascinating because I'm very blocked about crystal stuff. And here is this crystal life.
I'd like us to work on releasing that emotion. So I'd like you to work out, tune into whereabouts in your body is this emotion that you're sensing. Is it in your throat, in your upper chest? Okay. And is there a colour associated when you tune into those areas?
Really deep lapis blue.
Lapis.
Really
Okay.
deep. Yeah.
And if you lapis, and I'd like you to tune into what emotions are in that area, in that lapis. Rage. Rage. Okay.
Frustration. Rage. Just rage.
Okay.
Indignation.
Okay.
Sort of an indignation that power and perversion and rage, and that things could go on like they are going on.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it's how dare these people do this to our divine and beautiful universe sort of feeling. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is get Archangel Michael to stand behind you, which I have requested, and he, in his beautiful radiance, is standing there fully with his net of white light, which he is going to place over the area of your throat and your heart, that whole area, and he's going to pull out all of that rage, that frustration, that sense of how dare you do this to people, the lapis colour. So what I'd like you to do is allow, once we pull it out, just see and sense and feel it being released out of your body. Allow it just to dissipate into the net. So he's placing the net over you. 3. He's putting a surge of electric blue light to help release all of that rage. And 1, he's pulled it out, and he's pulling it out, and he is taking it out through a portal to be transmuted into something else, somewhere else in the universe. And you can see, sense and feel all and any residue of that tendril being pulled out and disappearing and being transmuted. Just allow it all to release. Release from each and every cell in all the bodies, spiritual bodies, mental, physical, etheric. And now I'd like to ask you, what colour energy would you like to replace and invigorate the cells with in that space?
It's almost like the people that came in before. It's like a gold. It's like a gold, but it's so translucent that you can barely even see the color gold in it. It's like it's white gold.
Beautiful.
White gold. Yeah.
So we've got the archangels.
But it's got all the translucence all through it. Yeah.
Beautiful translucent golden light and white and all those colors are now being poured into your body, into each and every cell that has been impacted, renewing and energizing them, filling them up with potential, with joy, with a sense of calm. Let me know when you feel that this is done, or if we need to do more. Is that complete? Beautiful. So I'd like us to take our focus once more back to the experience of observing your body in stasis, to see if there's anything else we need to know or observe about this experience.
Under the, I was getting out, but I'm not. I'm still in stasis.
Sorry, I can hardly hear you.
So I am not getting out of it. It's just the colour that was in me when I got into it
Yes.
has now changed to this. So I'm still in stasis, but the colour has changed.
Yes.
So, but my job isn't done yet. So the energy has changed. And 10 years, they say, 10 years, I got 10 years has come up. But it's lighter now, it's lighter energy I'm holding towards, I assume the body that's here and
Yes.
or the situation that I'm involved in. And the other body is lighter now because
Beautiful.
I cleared that. Yeah. It feels actually, it's like the stasis body is actually in pleasure, you know, and it's lighter.
Yes.
Lighter. It's, yeah, everything's easier.
That's beautiful.
Easier. Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to leave that part of yourself in the stasis, in the where they are. We're going to close that scene and know that we've cleared some energy around that.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to do is we're going to ask for the consciousness of Sylvia to reintegrate back into the body. And now I would like to speak to Sylvia's higher self, please. May I now speak with Sylvia's higher self?
I am here.
Beautiful. So you could have shown Sylvia any experiences today. Why did you choose the experiences that we tapped into today?
She needs to understand she is existing on other levels of light. And there is harmony there. And that is her true self.
Is there any further healing from that odd experience that needs to be addressed?
She will radiate the pink light of love, the pink magenta light and the magenta violet light of the germain. She will be clearer and stronger in her radiating of these lights now that the obstruction has gone. Now that the old wound of shock of evil, shock of darkness has gone.
Right. That's great. So is there any connection, or is
so
that...
she will be radiating frequencies she is more familiar with now that that foreign frequency
Right.
is
Okay.
transmuting. Yeah.
Right. And that was why she has had a block around crystals or crystal cities that she mentioned?
It was like to go into that darkness, she had to disconnect from her source being, which is deep attunement with all life that is crystal